What we wanted to do with this project is we wanted to introduce a bit of a higher standard. We wanted to ask, what does it take to actually achieve good health? And good health, of course, that means being able to eat and being able to keep a roof over your head and those basic things. But good health is more than that.
Researchers at the Wellesley Institute crunching the numbers to determine how much you need to make in order to thrive in Toronto. Forget just scraping by, but being able to afford things like rent, a mortgage, plus entertainment costs, maybe a gym membership, maybe a small trip here and there to see your family. Well, according to them, you need to make $46,000 and up to $56,000 a year, and that is after taxes. So let's look at some of their numbers. They say here's what you'd have to be able to afford. $14,000 to $22,000 a year in shelter costs, $3,600 a year in food, anywhere between $2,400 to $6,400 in transportation costs. The lower, of course, is if you use public transit. The higher is if you own a car. Plus, there's health care, personal hygiene, and an entertainment budget. Well, it all adds up. So those are all things that young adults aged 25 to 40 would love to do. Say down here in the downtown core, maybe sit on the patio, have a nice bite to eat, maybe even go to a show. Well, that's exactly who the Wellesley Institute targeted as part of their study. So we hit the streets this afternoon to get some very personal stories from some young adults about how they are thriving or just surviving in the GTA. How much do you think you have to earn a year in order to quote-unquote thrive in Toronto?
Oh God, I don't even know. Thrive. I mean, $20,000 a year?
I think you need to make at least $80,000 a year.
I don't know. I'd say maybe 60,000.
I think anywhere from 70,000 and up.
You're pretty much bang on. It's between like 75 to 80,000.
And are you under this happy amount, or are you over one of the blessed ones?
I'm one of the blessed ones. I'm in around. If I have a good year, I'm one of the happy ones.
Are you thriving in the city of Toronto?
Not at the moment. Not where I want to be.
What do you do to try to thrive in the city of Toronto?
I have 3 jobs right now. That's what I'm doing to thrive. So I bartend, personal train, and I work at a men's retail store.
I live in a basement instead of, I would prefer to live in like a condo or a house where there's more like daylight.
Because I work, I know I'm getting paid, and I just have to enjoy life. I can't just think I can't afford to do it, so I'm not going to do it, because then I'm going to be bored all the time.
I don't go out as much. If I do go out, I go to like dive bars.
I think groceries are the big one. I mean, if you live around here in City Place, like this is one of the most expensive grocery stores in the city. I think also vacations, that's usually like the fun stuff, and going out, I mean, the temptation is always there, right? So you got to be smart with your money.
Those are just some of the stories of what it takes for a young person to thrive in Toronto. Now, if you want to see the full report and maybe a breakdown of the numbers, go to our website, citynews.ca.